Hello and welcome to Lifetime Uncorked, the show where we break down your favorite made-for-TV movies one bottle at a time. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
And I am Tristan Tanner.
Yeah. Tristan Tanner.
Here
Back
I virtually
again.
am.
Virtually, we had to set the mic levels and everything like that.
Doing it.
Drew, I changed the intro because I can't remember the old one, so I just went with a mixture of both.
Let me tell you, I love that. It's short and sweet, and it gives them what they need to know, and that's it.
As an avid but relapsed listener, because I don't listen to podcasts anymore because I don't do anything, I was like, oh, what is this one bottle at a time? So fresh and new.
Fresh and new. Well, I started a YouTube channel, and that one has a short, very short intro. So it's just like the one bottle at a time is like the catchphrase. And then I can't remember how I did the intros for this podcast anymore. It's my brain broke. So,
it's fine. We can change, and it's our podcast.
I could go back and listen to old episodes and remember it. It would take 2 seconds, but I meant to do that before. And then as we were sitting here clapping in for synchronizing purposes, I'm like, oh, I didn't do that. Oh well. But
that's fine.
But Tristan's
back. It's our fucking podcast. We can do anything we want.
That's true. Tristan,
we can change anything.
I'm so excited you're here.
Thank you.
Sorry I'm hiding behind this little fluffy mic. I look so weird right now, but it sounds really good when I do this. So
it is like you have like a fun goatee.
Yeah. But you, I don't think, have done a murdery, like, this one wasn't actually that murdery, Lifetime-y movie. You usually do, like, the nicer Lifetime movies, like, the, like, Megan Hilty being, like, I forget who she was, Patsy Cline?
Patsy Cline. I did one where, I did the 16 and pregnant or whatever.
Right, yes.
So, a lighthearted romp.
But not the more, like, Lifetime trashy.
No, I have not. And never mind. we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. But I was like, when I saw this cast, Drew, I was like, either it's Tristan because she's, very highbrow, or Natalie Moretti and because she's covered this woman's movies before. So I went with Tristan because she hasn't been on the podcast this season yet. But the big lead in the movie, and I'm not even going to tell you the title because I want to talk about the actress first.
Okay.
Wendie Malick.
Malick
is our star.
Oh, he doesn't know who that is.
He knows.
No.
Just shoot me.
90s.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, Wendie Malick. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
But she's usually in Hallmark as, like, the mom. Right. Or the grandma. Now she's the grandma. Which brings us to the title. The title of this Lifetime movie is Deranged Granny.
Deranged Granny.
The rudest title I've ever heard in my life.
Also, for Wendie Malick. Wendie Malick is not a granny. Wendie Malick
not.
Is like the kind of grandma who would make you call her, like, Mimi. Or,
Mima.
Well, I don't know. Mima still sounds like an old lady. I feel like it would just be something like, that just sounds like a name.
Sweater.
Yeah.
Twin set.
But Granny, come on. Granny is rude.
Yeah, Granny is like the old lady in the Tweety Bird comics that has like the shower cap hat,
Yes, yes.
Yeah. That's what I picture.
It's
Granny.
Well, they had
Granny.
Killer Grandma and Psycho I think they had Psycho Granny.
The wrong grandma.
but now Deranged Granny is just so, even deranged that's rude to call someone deranged.
Yeah, also
deranged.
She wasn't deranged. Deranged implies that there is going to be some crazy shit going on.
Oh, I was ready.
And this was just moderate shit.
It wasn't. So it's not deranged. You don't think it's deranged?
I mean, it's not totally sane, but
right.
Deranged sounds to me like it's not quite. I don't know. It's not crazy. Like deranged isn't like crazy. It's like, ugh, what?
No, it's like logic has left them. It's like mad. You're mad. Like
You're mad. Yeah.
like big gray hair. No.
Totally.
She wore her
Deranged.
pearls over her sweater.
Oh, we'll talk about that. Trust me, we will.
Okay. I'm sorry. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay, so the movie stars, of course, Wendie Malick. It also stars Amanda Righetti and Josh Ventura. So those people,
All right.
they're not. We don't know who they are. So jumping into the movie, we have a brown-haired lady. She's in labor. It's not going well. It's like very bad labor, And Wendie Malick, or the husband, his name is Ethan, and Wendie Malick is his mom. Okay, I didn't write down her character name. She's just Wendie Malick in this movie. Obviously.
It's a good character name, though. I can't remember what it is.
It's
No,
Barbara.
I know.
According
Barbara
to IMDb.
Anders.
Barbara. Yes. Okay,
Barbara Anders.
that is a good name. But she
You
was.
know what's weird? So the movie must have been renamed.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, because on the poster of it, it's the name is Grandma Dearest.
Ooh,
Oh.
like Mommy Dearest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandma Dearest. It's not Deranged Granny.
I mean,
Deranged Granny.
Grandma Dearest over promises for me. I'm like, oh, it's like Mommy Dearest, but she's older.
It does, yeah. I wouldn't call it Grandma Dearest either.
No. So, Wendie Malick walks into her first scene. She has leopard print heels on. She I love this about Wendie Malick is that she always she's taking home her costumes. 100% she's like, can I keep this? Can I keep these shoes?
Or they're just hers.
Or she brings in her own. She's like, no, I'm gonna wear this instead.
Absolutely.
No, I do not wear
that level.
synthetic leather shoes. Thank you.
So
I'm Wendie fucking Malick. I don't wear that.
exactly. She just walks right into the hospital and she's like, "Oh, son, your wife is such a loser. She can't even have a baby. What's wrong with her?" And of course, the baby dies, and it's sad. But Wendie Malick is like, "Oh, doctor, let me hold this baby," and she holds the baby, and it's the dead baby. It's the weirdest part of the movie, I'd say.
I know. It's very, you see that and you're like, okay, this is going to be wild. But then
It's so deranged.
So deranged. But she's holding this dead baby. You don't see, it's wrapped in a blanket. It's obviously a baby doll.
or bread or something.
Or, a loaf of bread. And she looks at the doctor and she's like, "This doctor, he's to blame." So she writes in lipstick on his windshield, "Murderer."
Whoa, no.
Yeah, that'll show him.
Yeah. And then she walks away, and as she's walking away, Drew, the title card follows her, and it's Deranged Granny in lipstick writing. The title card might have been the best thing about the movie.
Nice.
And Wendie Malick, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So time passes. Ethan is now, he doesn't talk to his mom anymore because she makes little scrapbooks and scratches out the face of people. She's doing that whole thing.
Oh God. Okay.
I guess it's the ex-wife. We don't
Super
ever
deranged.
talk about the woman who had the baby, and I guess she died in childbirth. I don't know what happened to her.
I will say I was very confused when they brought on the new lady, who apparently I should know. I think she's been in things, but I thought she was the same lady, the childbirth lady. So
Right.
I was very confused, and I thought they were doing some kind of weird role playing when he came into her office, and she was like, "Oh, hello, what is your name?" or whatever, and I was like, "Bitch, you birthed his child," but she didn't. That lady died.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so
I can't tell white people apart. We all look the same.
it's so true. So she basically, Drew, what happens is the one wife dies. No one talks about it. We're just supposed to know that from watching this movie, and then all of a sudden there's a new woman in his life. She has 2 kids from a previous marriage. Her name's Kendall, and she has an ex-husband who's still in the picture. So they're co-parenting and all this type of stuff. And I was like, this is a lot of information in the first 5 minutes of the movie, who matters? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. As you probably are.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Very confused.
But
Super.
Don't worry. We'll get to it. So basically, like, Kendall's job is to be like, oh, you need to be like reconnected with your mom. Like, whatever happens in the past, like, we're dating now. We get like a little dating montage with them, like making a pizza and I don't know what else, like spinning around and eating popcorn. You know,
having
was there any
cooking
flower
fights.
fight?
Flower fight.
Flower
Drew,
fights.
I think wasn't there something where like Wendie Malick kind of broke up the previous marriage because she was so overbearing about them having another kid? Maybe that lady didn't die. Did she not die?
We don't know. We're just assuming. But Drew, in the first scene when she's having the baby, the wife, Wendie Malick comes in and she's like, "I made a blanket," and like, "You're a stupid bitch." So you can just tell that Wendie Malick like hates anybody who this Ethan man is gonna be with. You know.
Okay.
It's setting it up. Poorly. It's setting it up poorly, but it's setting it up.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
So he proposes to Kendall, so now they're gonna get married. So Wendie Malick comes back and she meets her new grandkids, and they're kind of like, "Who are you?" Like, they're not unimpressed with her, like very unimpressed.
Except she made cookies,
Well,
which children like.
Yeah, she wins them over with baked goods. That's like her thing. She's like a good baker.
Classic granny.
And this is when we get Wendie Malick's TV movie uniform, the turtleneck and the pearls.
Nice.
Which Tristan mentioned already.
Well, it's very noteworthy.
Well, we've talked about it on the podcast before because Natalie Moretti and I were like, should we start wearing turtlenecks and pearls? Like, is this the look that we should start doing?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to have a certain body type to do the turtleneck and pearl look. Like, you have to be like, you know, like very slender. Like, I don't think I could do a turtleneck and pearls because they would just kind of like shelf out on my boobs. You know, like there would just be a lot of stuff, you know?
Yeah, you need like a good neck too, like a long, like drop.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Patrick.
Tristan, I think you could sport a turtleneck and pearls.
I
totally think you could.
You know, for Halloween Zoom party this year, we should all wear turtleneck and pearls.
That's great.
Turtleneck and pearls. Let's just see how we like do it. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I look really good in turtleneck and pearls.
There you go. Well, Wendie Malick looks good. She like really wears it the whole movie, and I'm like,
I feel like she always has a turtleneck.
Yeah.
In my like when I picture her in my head without looking at pictures, she has a turtleneck.
Do you think she has like a lot of neck tattoos or something?
She must.
Yeah, she has like.
I bet
she has like a swastika.
Oh my god!
Actually,
I shouldn't have got that when I was drunk. Oopsies.
Oopsie daisy.
Me and Andy Dick hanging out.
Oopsies.
Is that a Just Shoot Me reference?
It was a joke.
I think he was. I think he was on Just Shoot Me, Andy Dick.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he was.
And Kathy Griffin.
He certainly was.
I don't know why I watched that show. That's so weird. Why did I watch?
I don't know. It was the 90s. We all watched the same thing.
It's like very
what we had to watch. You know?
Not age appropriate.
It was a fun show.
Okay. I don't remember anything about
David
it.
Spade. You know, it was a fun show.
I just remember
maybe
she was
David
like
Spade.
the boss, or wasn't she like a slutty boss or something?
Yeah, she was a slutty
Yeah, she was
boss.
like the sexy boss. Yeah,
she's still sexy. I mean, she's getting
she
it.
can get it.
So, let's see what happens. Oh, she has like the baby blanket. Like her creepy moment is like when she like leaves the couple after like being like, "I'm back and everything's great." She goes and she has a blanket like in a box, and it's like the baby, the blanket that she wrapped the dead baby in. So she like keeps it in a chest.
Yeah, and she like sniffs it or something.
The baby's not.
The baby's not in there. I thought that was going to be.
That would be deranged.
That would be deranged.
Yeah.
That would be a definition of deranged.
No, she just snuggles a blanket. That's not that weird.
No, it
Honestly.
wasn't weird at all. It was.
It's okay.
It was. She made it for a baby. It was sweet, you know.
Yeah.
So we flash to a family barbecue, and this is when I realize that not only is like Wendie Malick there, but the ex-husband. So this is where Drew's going to get totally lost. The ex-husband of Kendall is there because remember they're co-parenting still, and that is very rare for a TV movie to have co-parenting happening. Usually the other parent died.
Oh yeah, in a car crash. Yeah.
Right. So he's actually there. He shows up at the barbecue with his mother, and she's the other grandma, So Wendie Malick is very threatened by this. She doesn't like this at all. And she's like, because they're like, grandma, grandma. And Wendie Malick's like, arms open, like ready to hug. And then they like ditch her and like hug the other grandma, like that type of thing.
She's like, I'm the grandma.
Wait, but I'm the grandma.
I'm the grandma now.
I'm the grandma.
So what does she do, Drew? Do you know already?
She kills the other grandma?
No.
That's what I thought was going to happen too.
Oh, that's what I thought would happen. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, we'll give you a hint. One of the children has a peanut allergy.
She pees on the other grandma.
Not a pee allergy.
Peanut.
A peanut.
So, Drew, she sprinkles like peanut dust or something. I don't know. I forgot. I watched it like 4 days ago, so it's gone from my head.
Oh, yeah.
She has like a little planner.
Basically, she grinds up, she sprinkles some little peanut flavor onto the thing that the other grandmother made.
Yep.
Oh.
So she made some brownies. So her brownies were tainted with nut dust.
Yes.
Ooh,
But Drew, Wendie Malick has an EpiPen. So she comes to the rescue, even though that other grandma tried to kill her, finger quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So she makes her look bad, and Kendall gets so mad at the other grandma, she's like, get out of here. She like kicks her out.
I know.
Smart.
It was so rude.
Yeah.
The other grandma's like,
that's a very risky move.
yeah,
It's like,
get out of here.
Like, on Wendy's part, this is a very risky move.
So Wendie Malick like has no boundaries. Like she starts like coming over at like 8 a.m, which is what I would say is too early. It was probably earlier than that. Probably like 7 a.m. or like 6 a.m. But
Red flag.
And Kendall's like, maybe you should like call before you come over. And Wendy's like, oh well, I just want to see the kids. Like, can I like hang out with them and like watch them sometime? And Kendall's like, actually, I'm co-parenting. So my husband Calvin, he takes them for like a week, and then I get the kids for a week. And Wendie Malick's like, that's not gonna work for me.
So okay, can we back up just a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. So this Laurel or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Kendall. I already forgot the names.
It's fine.
The Kendall is what relationship does she have with Wendie?
So she's engaged to Wendy's son, Ethan.
Oh, okay.
But Ethan doesn't matter to the plot, which is why you haven't heard about him at all. The only thing that matters about Ethan is that Wendie Malick is his mom.
Okay. So
Correct,
okay.
yeah.
Got it. All right.
He's hot though.
Great. Oh, he has to be.
And he was like liking my tweets and stuff on Twitter, so
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, maybe we can get him on, even though he's like not in it.
I mean, when he is in it, he's not terrible. He's not a bad actor. He just isn't. He doesn't matter to the plot. That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, nobody in this movie was like particularly bad at acting.
I thought it was actually a solid, like for the plot being kind of meh. The acting was pretty good.
Yeah, the kids were fine. I know you hate kids.
I hate kids, and these kids were great.
I do.
Yeah.
I do too.
Everybody
yeah.
was like serviceable.
Yeah, they weren't embarrassing, and that's all I can ask for in a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, usually child actors are pretty cringy, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and
if they're not, that's great. They get a point for that.
So Wendie Malick, of course, bribes the kids. Speaking of kids, she like buys them iPads and like makes a little nursery, even though they're much too old for a nursery or a playroom. They're like way too old for that.
Like, look, here's a teddy bear. Like, what?
Like, no, deranged granny. You need to get me an iPad. Get me an iPad, granny.
Yeah, I want a fucking iPad, dude. Yeah.
But, of course, we missed the wedding completely. The wedding, we don't get to see a wedding. Lifetime didn't have the budget. But Kendall and Ethan go on a honeymoon, and Wendie Malick thinks she's going to watch the kids, She's like, oh, great, I can watch these kids. No, Calvin, the husband, the co-parenting husband, of course he's going to have the kids because it's his week.
And it's from from her previous marriage.
Yeah, so they got divorced. So it's like a divorce thing going on, and it makes sense. But for some reason, Wendie Malick feels she's entitled, So she follows Kevin while he's taking the kids. Calvin. He follows Calvin to like a little, I don't know, truck,
like a
food
train
truck?
museum or something.
Oh no, the museum. The museum's later. Later.
Sorry.
This is when she like finds him like at like a little, I don't know, mom and pop like barbecue stand or something.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just getting some food. Can I sit with you?" She sits with them, Drew. She's like, "Oh, can you get me some napkins? Can you get me a straw?"
She pours something on her dress or on her turtleneck and pearls.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, I'll get you napkins." And then she's like, "Tink, tink, tink, tink." It's some poison.
Poison.
Oh.
Rat poison in the soda. So he drinks the soda, and then all of a sudden he's just like, I gotta throw up. And
I gotta go take a shit.
yeah, he's like holding his mouth and like holding his butt and like running away.
Do we know that was rat poison?
No, we don't really know.
Because I think
You have no idea what.
Well, I think rat poison makes you die, right? But this gave him the poopies, or the pukies or something. So
she gave him some.
Maybe this was like Visine or something. Or
sure.
A little stool softener.
Well, it reacts immediately. Like he immediately runs away.
Yeah, he's like, "Ooh." Oh no, he does throw because he like throws up in the trash can right in front of the thing.
And what's funny here, Drew, is that you get a shot of the kids, and they're just like, ah! Like, oh my god!
And then they leave him there.
They do. They just leave him, and Wendie Malick's like, okay, I'll take care of the kids. See you later.
And then he just left there throwing up in a fast food trash can.
Yeah, it was very unappetizing. Not good.
Bye, Dad.
Yeah. So,
I hope you're better.
As she's watching the kids, she like takes them to school, whatever, and there's a bully at school. This is a very stupid scene, but I just wrote it because it's supposed to show Wendie Malick like being deranged again. She basically goes up to the bully of one of the kids, and she's like, "You're a little piggy, and I'm gonna get you."
No, she says, "I just hope you like the taste of poison." To the little boy.
The little piggy.
The little piggy.
It was weird. It was like such a weird scene. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
So we've heavily established that poison is like this lady's.
Poison's her jam. Yeah.
She loves poison.
Smart. I mean, it's smart because like poison's, who knows?
Great band. I don't know any.
I was gonna say I don't know.
I couldn't tell you a Poison song at all.
I bet Drew could.
I could. I actually can't right now. I can't right now.
Well, that's okay.
Poison's not my. It's not my poison.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Got it. Pick,
you know what I mean?
Pick your poison. Pick your poison, as they say.
I only know it's Bret Hart is the lead singer. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Bret Hart's the lead singer.
Wait, no. Bret Michaels.
Sorry, Bret Michaels.
Bret Hart's a wrestler.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my god,
yeah,
I'm so smart about wrestling and rock music.
You are very smart about
wrestling. I'm going to have to take off these pearls and turtleneck.
I know. I didn't know this was a man podcast. What a man podcast we're on. Talking about all the
boy, just call me Joe Rogan.
Just call me Joe Rogan already.
So Ethan and Kendall come back from their honeymoon, and Kendall's very upset because the kids love the deranged granny. They love Wendie Malick, and they're like, well, why wouldn't you love Wendie Malick? They're totally spot on, you know? And she's like, I feel weird about this.
Yeah.
So now it's actually Calvin's weekend. He's recovered from his like digestive problems, and he's ready to pick up the kids. But Wendie Malick has taken them to this like train place that Tristan is talking about, which is like an amusement park about trains or something.
Yeah, it's an amusement park, but it looks awful.
Yeah, it didn't look fun. And
yeah, trains are not interesting.
Yeah,
they're not interesting anymore. Like maybe back in the day when trains first like happened, they're like, "Whoa, cool trains! Whoa."
Well, my nephew loves trains. Okay, he's obsessed.
Well, I mean, because he's a stupid kid.
He's a kid. He doesn't know any better.
Well, these children are kids as well, so
that's true. That's true.
Okay, that's fair.
They're a little too old for trains, though. They're into iPads.
Never interested. Never interested in trains.
Me neither, Drew. Me and you playing Barbies all day.
Yep, Barbies.
So Calvin is like, where are my kids? And Ethan's like, oh, they went with Wendie Malick to a train park. So Calvin goes, he texts her like a bunch of times, and she like actively ignores his phone calls and texts. And you see like a little text box show up, Drew, on the screen, and it's like 10.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, 10 missed texts from Calvin, and she's like taking a picture of the kids, and then he comes up behind her, and he's like, "Yo, lady, like, I gotta go. I gotta take my kids. We're going to Boston. We're going to Beantown for a job interview or something." I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's like, "Oh, I have to like pick an apartment because I'm gonna move there or something."
My
also,
kids got a
kind
job
of
interview.
They're like on a train track, so it kind of makes it seem like they might get run over.
Oh yeah,
but they don't. It's fine.
No,
Everything's
they
fine.
don't. It was scary. But she's like, wait, what are you talking about? Moving to Boston? Like, what about my grandkids? And he's like, who are you even? Like, you're not even related to them. Like, you're just like through marriage, like some random lady. Like, you need to step off, like, and let me take my kids. Let's go, kids.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
Yeah. Do not incur the wrath of Wendie Malick.
You don't yell at Wendie Malick.
He's like, and we live in not Boston right now. Do we know where they live? I have no idea.
I mean, we didn't even know the first wife died, so how are we going to know the town they live in?
All we know is that Boston is somewhere else.
Yes. So
it's far away. Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
But
it's trainable, so you can get there by train. So I'm wondering,
trains are moot.
Yeah.
So to get revenge,
boring. Trains are boring.
To get revenge on Calvin, of course, Wendie Malick like invites him over, and she bakes a pie, and she's like, a pie is like fresh out of the oven, like come over. And he's like eating the pie, like telling her about his job and everything. And then he like grabs his throat, and he's like, oh God, like
again.
Starts coughing. And then he like reaches for his phone, and she takes the phone. She like throws it across the room, and he's like, you know, Wendie Malick throwing phones all over the place. She's like Naomi Campbell, but worse. And he like dies. He like just splat dies on the ground, totally dead.
Yeah, and she's like, Also, I mean, I think this really speaks to her baking skills, because I feel like if you put rat poison in, like enough rat poison to kill somebody in a pie, like you would taste it, right? Like, or just, I mean, I've never eaten rat poison. Perhaps it.
Well,
it seems like it would taste like something.
Rat poison it has no flavor to it, so that's
really?
like why it's That's why it's a thing. Like so like you could
Yikes.
you can make it out of like fucking apple seeds or shit. Don't do this at home. But
cyanide, right? Is an apple seed?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
really?
Cyanide is rat poison. Yeah.
Okay. So then when you're like eating an apple pie and it tastes delicious, like be careful.
Be careful because
hold on tight to your phone.
Yes, or Wendie Malick or Naomi Campbell will come and get it. So you gotta watch out for that.
You have a pop socket or something that you can like grab onto.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So Kendall, of course, is like starting to think something's going on. Like she's like feeling not so good about this. She talks to a neighbor of Wendie Malick's who's like, "Oh yeah, that bitch is crazy. Like you better watch out. Like do not trust her."
Yeah, because she's like, "Oh, my kid is allergic to sesame seeds." And Wendie Malick gave the kids sesame seeds, but then had an EpiPen and saved them.
And Kendall's like, that sounds really familiar to what happened to me. Like the exact same thing. So,
but also
she
the
knows.
other lady's like, whatever, I just didn't want to deal with it or something, right? Like she's like, I know Wendie Malick poisoned my child, but whatever.
I love this woman too, Drew. Her name's Patty, and she's just like so blasé about the whole thing. Like she's just like, oh, well, it's Wendie Malick. I mean, I live next to Wendie Malick, so that's enough for me. Like,
so I'm good.
She lets me borrow all her leopard print shoes.
Yes, and you know she has all the pearls in the world and turtlenecks. So why would I want her to move?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Wendie Malick, she finds out about Patty and she goes and like has a stern talking to him. Like, ooh, Patty gonna die. We're gonna kill Patty. Nope, Patty lives. She just
Patty's
gets like,
fine.
Yeah, she never narked on her, so she's like,
right?
you get a pass on this one.
No, she did narc on her.
She
Oh,
did
you
narc
mean to the actual cop.
to the actual police, but
yeah, not like actually narked on her.
Just a gossip
yeah,
narc.
legally.
But
legally.
Wendie Malick does like lay down the law. She's like, I'll break your kneecaps if you talk to anybody. Like, don't get it twisted, Patty. I'm Wendie Malick.
don't for a second think I won't fucking kill you, but I'll spare you.
So the detectives find Calvin's body, and Kendall gets like a call. And this like moment right here with like Kendall like getting the phone call and Wendie Malick being there and like comforting her, and then we got like a funeral thing. The whole sequence was like dramatic, but like not melodramatic, and I was very confused because I'm like, this is a Lifetime movie. This is supposed to be like very melodramatic and like, you know, someone like spitting on the grave or like something, you know, like something. Mm-hmm. But no, it was like very straightforward, very like I'm doing college theater and like this is very dramatic. You know what I mean?
So like Ernest.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of this scene.
Ernest, yes. It was it was like the importance of being Ernest, the play, in the movie. You know?
Okay.
Very good.
All right.
So
Poison
then
for Algernon.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Flowers for Algernon. Yep.
So a time jump happens and Ethan has to go out of town for work because he hasn't been in the movie the whole time. So why not send him on a work trip? You know, just send him on a work trip. Wendie is going to take care of the kids. Oh my God, I just called her Wendie like she's my best friend.
She is.
She is, but we're best friends.
What if you got Wendie Malick on this show?
Oh my God, that'd be crazy. I'd actually be very intimidated by her.
Yeah, we'd be like, I don't know if we'd be able to do it.
Yeah, she'd be like so
honestly.
nice and gracious, and we'd be like, well,
we'd be like, what?
Talk about turtlenecks and pearls.
I went down the Wendie Malick wormhole after this, after I watched the movie, and I was like looking up because you know she used to be a model, like that was how she got her start.
Yeah,
she looked a lot like Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Huh. Well,
I mean, I don't think she does now, but
she's aged better. She's aged much better than Sigourney Weaver. I think. Well, I haven't seen Sigourney Weaver in a while, but
yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
probably Wendie Malick killed her.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're like too similar.
Poison. Yep.
So with Ethan out of town, Wendie Malick's taking care of the kids, and she has Kendall come over to like stay with them. But here's the thing, Drew. Kendall took a pregnancy test, and she's pregnant.
Oh.
Okay. But no one knows
Wendie
yet.
Doesn't know that yet.
No one knows.
This is dramatic irony at this point.
Yep. Because Wendie bakes another poison pie, and her plan is to give it to Kendall.
Why?
And she does give it to Kendall.
She does. So Kendall comes over. She like has the pie. They're like talking. Wendie Malick's like talking about the baby that died, and Kendall's like, "It's funny you bring up a baby because I'm pregnant." And she like is about to eat the pie, and Wendie Malick like smacks the fork out of her hand, takes the pie, throws it in the garbage. And Kendall's like, "What's going on? That was so weird. Like, why did you do that?" And she's like, "Oh, you can't eat sugar. You're pregnant." Tristan, is that a thing? Like,
okay.
Can you not eat sugar?
Okay, as a joke, I farted on the pie, and I don't want you to
It's like
eat the farts.
What
that
the hell?
I farted
Yeah,
on
you're
gonna
get pink eye from this
You're
pie.
gonna get pink eye.
Yes, but
now that I know you're pregnant, I didn't want you to eat fart pie because this is a fart pie.
Well, right. So Wendie doesn't throw away the whole pie, though. She leaves the rest on the counter.
Yeah,
so,
why? No one knows.
No one knows. It's so stupid. So in the middle of the night, the kids come down, and they're, like, looking at the pie, like, you know, a kid in a commercial, like, looking at a pie. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're like, ooh,
on a windowsill.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. And it's, like, steam coming off of it. It's very much a kid commercial. But
at this moment, I was like, this movie's fucking awesome, because those kids are going to eat that pie and die, and this is amazing.
Absolutely.
And this is awesome.
You're like,
hopefully.
I was on board.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. It would be great. That would be so, like, dramatic irony. But, of course, no. They break the pie and throw it away. We don't see that happen. We just see them in bed, like, Wendie Malick like comes down. She sees the pie like half eaten. She runs up and she's like, "Oh my God, you guys are gonna die! Like, drink this stuff to throw up." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, and Kendall comes in. She's like, "What are you doing to my children? Like, what's wrong? What did you do to the pie? Like, what's going on with this pie?" And Wendy's like, "Oh, nothing. Never mind."
Like, oh, oops, my eggs were old.
Yeah, my eggs expired. So
it's a fart pie.
Yeah, which is not a euphemism for being an old woman. They were just like eggs.
Yeah, that would be sad. So Kendall goes downstairs. She checks the expiration date on the eggs, of course, because why not? And then she like looks under the sink and finds the rat poison and puts 2 and 2 together. She's like, "Oh well, Wendy's poisoning everybody."
Well,
but then there's Wendie with a gun, and she's like, "Okay, you caught me. I got a gun now. I'm Wendie Malick. I'm wearing pearls and a turtleneck.
I'll just shoot you."
Right? I was waiting for like a "just shoot me" reference, but there wasn't one. But
that would be weird.
It would be weird, but it would make me happy.
So she just saved her, like she saved her from eating the rat poison, but she's gonna shoot her though?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So I don't know why she's like, "Oh, you can't take my grandkids from me. Like I love them." They come running downstairs. They see her with the gun. They're like, "Deranged Granny, what are you doing? Why are you doing this, you deranged Granny?
This is so deranged.
You're so deranged." And then Wendie Malick turns the gun on herself. And she's like, "Well, if I'm going to go to jail and the kids are going to be not seeing me, I might as well just kill myself."
And I was like, great. If these kids aren't going to get murdered, at least Deranged Granny commits suicide.
At least she kills herself in front of them.
Yeah. Right. That would be the deranged thing to do.
That would be deranged.
No. The police come. They save her. And they're like, "Put the gun down, Wendie Malick. It's not just shoot me time. It's time for you to, like, take a break." So we cut to Kendall and Ethan. They have their new baby. And Wendie Malick is in prison, making a new blanket. And I think that's the end. I think that's it. I think that's all that happens.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, the warden comes in and they're like, "Oh, can you make," or they're like, "What are you doing?" And or not the warden, but some jailer, whatever they're called. I don't know.
Yeah.
Guard. And she's like, "Oh, I'm making a blanket for my grandchild." And then the lady's like, "Oh, can you make one for mine?" or something. And it almost seems like something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like the guard would like break her out for a crochet blanket or something. I don't know. And it just ends and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So it doesn't. It's not like an ending where it's like, oh, there could be another one.
Well, it seems like it, but there's not enough of a lead up. There's like, it's not a cliffhanger. It's like a gentle ledge, like a little windowsill.
Right.
You know, you're like,
okay.
I guess
That's
they
weird.
leave it open for a sequel if, like, for some reason people particularly enjoy this film.
Clamoring for the next Deranged Granny 2.
Yeah.
Which, well, I don't think would happen. I don't think it would happen. So, on the podcast, we either pour it up or put a cork in it. So we'll start with, who do I start with normally? I think I start with...
start with Tristan.
I think I start with Tristan. Tristan, what are you going to do to this movie?
You know, Wendie was great. I just feel like the plot and script were so, like, medium or less than medium. I feel like if it had been worse, I might have poured it up. And if it were better, I would have poured it up. But in this case, I'm going to put a cork in it. It's just two in the middle.
Middle of the road.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I think I agree on this one. I think it's like it's not bad enough to pour it up, and it's not good enough to pour it up. And I think you nailed it on that one, just based on what you talked to me about or told me about. It's not like I don't know. It's pretty confusing.
Sure.
Like for a lot of things.
Right.
It just seemed like it reached a lot. It just reached so much that it's, but not enough. Yeah, it's right in the middle.
Well, I kept
I'm gonna put a cork.
tiptoeing on the edge of being like, this lady is deranged, and then I'd be like, no, she's fine.
Yeah, she's Wendie.
Yeah,
she's Wendie
she's
Malick.
just weird.
You know,
She's just kind of shitty.
maybe it was Wendie Malick being like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I don't want to kill kids. Like, can we change that? You know?
Maybe.
Yeah, if she killed some kids, I'd be like, pour it up, dude.
I mean, that would be crazy.
I would have absolutely poured it up. I would have like shaken a champagne bottle and like popped the cork off.
Whoa!
If they killed those kids.
So
I say this as a mother.
Well, right.
I feel like it wasn't deranged enough to earn the deranged granny title.
Yeah.
If they were like, oh, this is deranged. This is fucked up.
Right.
But it doesn't sound like it was. It just sounds like, I mean, she did kill a dude, but
just the one. So
just the one.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, it's so funny. It's like a choose your own adventure. This movie was like, there was so much stuff where like you're like, I want to go to that page, but it doesn't go there. Mm-hmm. So It is frustrating. Some things that I liked about the movie that I want to just touch on really quick because they aren't pivotal to the plot, but they were interesting. First of all, the divorced husband, of course, being in the picture was like a big something different for a Lifetime. I was like, oh, that's different and weird, and like he's actually in there. Also, they were like Latinx family, but they weren't like throwing around tamales or something crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was very subtly done. And I like looked into the backgrounds of all the actors who were like on that family, and they were all like Latinx actors. So like even the kids they weren't just like kids with brown hair, like they were actually Latinx actors. So the production took some steps to like do the right thing, and like they had female writer, female director, female stars. Like, there's a lot of things that on paper you're like, yes, this movie's awesome. It's Wendie Malick. How could she go wrong? But after talking to you guys about it on the YouTube channel, spoiler, I poured it up because I was like, oh, a woman. Oh, yes, all this stuff. Oh, whatever. And I'm by myself and I'm not like remembering the movie very well. But now talking through it, I'm like, oh, yeah, there was so much stuff that I wanted to happen that didn't happen. And it was like such a letdown. So, yeah, I got to put a cork in it for that. Like, unexcusable. Right. I mean, you guys nailed it on the head. Like, not good enough, not bad enough, just totally fine. And
we need more camp.
Yep.
Yeah, be more campy then. If it's Deranged Granny, like, let's see her being really weird.
I know, because that title is already campy as shit. So, like, have her, like, axe murder somebody. Like, it's like, okay, she starts with poison, but, like, get some, like... Deranged Granny sounds like a title of a movie that would be on Shudder.
Yeah, like a horror movie.
And so, yeah, like a really ridiculously gory horror movie.
He was very even keeled the whole time. Like the only time she got remotely like went to a 7 was when the kids ate the apple pie, and she kind of freaked out for it. But every other time, like she's murdering people, and she's just like.
Yeah, you would think like too that like something like Deranged Granny was like it's like slowly shows her derangement over the period where she's like, no, I gotta fucking and then she gives herself up, because of she just can't handle how crazy she is, and she can't hide it. Finally can't hide it, and then that's how she gets caught. Yeah,
right. I don't know. Okay, well, I think that wraps up our conversation about Deranged Granny. But now, it is time for a very special Candace.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé, eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. Okay, what you say, Candace Cameron Bure. This segment where we watch Candace's Instagram and we talk about it. Now, I saved this Candace for Tristan because she has boobs. And this is Boobgate. We're talking about Boobgate.
Boobgate. I actually, when you tagged me on Instagram, you said Boogate.
Oh.
Like a spooky ghost. So
damn
I was
typos.
Like, and I also didn't know about Boobgate either at the time, so I didn't know that. I was just like, oh, what is going on? But I've heard about it since because it's big news.
Big news. And like
big news, I love
still going. Like I'm like, she's still getting press from this, which is crazy. So I'm going to play the clip because, Drew, you saw the picture.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture on Instagram.
You fucking tagged me on it.
I tagged you in it.
You fucking tagged me. You put my name into her shit.
I tagged you in the comments.
Kind of mad about it, but also not.
You can't be mad because I was just saying, Drew, look at this. It's hilarious. So
I know, and it was
basically it's her husband grabbing her boob. Tristan, have you seen the photo?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So I'm going to play her clap back.
Oh no.
To this. No. The initial thing before the news press, before all that stuff, she posted on Instagram. So y'all haven't seen that, but I saw it and I screen recorded it because I'm not a loser and I know this is going to be big news. And so I'm going to play you the clip and we'll talk about it.
Most of you love that post that you just saw. And for all the Christians that are questioning my post with my husband's hand on my boob, my husband of 24 years, thinking it was inappropriate, it makes me laugh because it's my husband. We have so much fun together. He can touch me anytime he wants, and I hope he does. Like, this is what a healthy, good marriage and relationship is all about. So I'm sorry if it offended you. I'm actually not sorry.
Good.
I'm glad that we have fun together after so many years, and you can touch me all day long.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then she posted a picture of the picture on her Instagram story. She doubled down and put the picture on there.
Good fucking on her. Good on you. Like, good. I like how she goes, sorry if you're offended. Actually, I'm not sorry. Fuck yourselves. Like, all the people who are like, we're a Christian. Be like, yeah, I know. And that's my husband. And we're married. And he can touch my boob whenever he fucking wants to. That's our agreement as getting married. We just can just touch my boobs.
I don't know if that's what marriage means, but
well, no,
yeah, that's it.
Not really, not like by itself, but the fact that she's like laughing, like, yep, grabbing my boobs, and I love it because he's my husband like he's been my husband for so fucking long. Like, it's okay for that to happen. I'm on her side on this, and I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she posted it.
Tristan, what do you think about all this?
You know, yeah, I don't know the kind of backlash she was getting from it, honestly. Like, obviously she's upset about it, but she gets upset about any time anybody disagrees with her. So I don't really know how vehemently people were against her. I personally would never post a picture like that. That doesn't mean like I'm mad at her for doing it, but see, it's kind of gross. Like, I don't
like you know that she she knows that she's gonna get backlash from, or like, if she doesn't know that, then she's an idiot.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's right. It's a grab because it's a grab, but it's like, I mean, it was gropey. Like, I wouldn't, like I said, I would not put a picture of myself up like that. Like, and it's noticeable. Like, it's like, ugh, you know. But I mean, that's the only reaction I have to it is ugh, and then moving on. Like, obviously, the other people are more up in arms about it, but
that is true. Like, she posted it in a 2-slidey carousel on Instagram. So she posted the one pic, like, happy anniversary, like, of them being normal, like, couple picture, and then you slide, and then it's the silly one where he's grabbing my boobie. So
and he's lifting it, like, he's not just like grabbing it. He's not just like putting his hand on it. He's like,
no, yeah, he's like milking it.
I mean,
yeah, he's like lifting it up.
I don't know how all those things work because I've never touched one. So
boobs? Oh
no,
yeah,
no. I mean, what?
No, they're how you think they work. I don't know
how. I've never thought about it. So you're blowing my mind right now, is what I'm saying. What? You lift them? Where? What?
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah, you can lift them. It's great.
That's crazy. So I think you're right, Drew. Though, like, she wouldn't have posted that if she didn't expect. Like, she should have known that there'd be something. She didn't think it would be this big of a thing, you know.
She either did it on purpose just for attention or whatever, or she is an complete moron and didn't understand to be like, you didn't think you'd get a bunch of people that were pissed off at you because most people are fucking terrible, like, and they're gonna say like, I can't believe it, like those people who the backlash of it. There's like two things: her doing it was on purpose, or she's a moron. The other thing is that all of her followers are fucking awful idiots.
Well, yeah. People. I mean, I am following her. Now that I'm
now
that I'm not blocked.
You.
I'm a spy. I'm a spy. But
you know what I mean.
They are.
Anyone who is got pissed off or offended by it, like, get the fuck off of.
They're probably the same ones that are like, we're not watching Hallmark anymore because there's going to be gay people and black people on there, and we don't want. Good. We wanted to keep Christmas. So they're probably the same people, and they like, if Candace has disowned them, then I think that's like the final straw, you know, when Candace
this is a huge step for her. I don't know. It sounds like she's like trying to make some changes and stuff about her look and her PR.
We were talking about this, Tristan, that we think Candace is slowly kind of backing away from, like, she's not owning her Christianness, but she's kind of like toning it down a little bit.
Yeah, I think she's backing up. She's backing up a little bit, but she's doing it actually kind of smart, where it's not like she's just slowly putting stuff out there that's not it's not just her being like, Jesus is the Lord, and
she still does her devotionals on her Instagram stories. I just don't show you those, Drew.
Oh, thank you.
She has all her she does her prayers on her Instagram and stuff.
Sure, and that's that's fine. I just like, she's backing up that she's more like trying to be more progressive, or maybe she actually is progressive, but like she fucked up a couple of times, like big ones, like slowly trying to
that we have on record.
Yeah,
you know.
So I think she's like slowly trying to retract it back. I'm not saying I like her or anything, but like, I don't know. It seems like she's making like a little bit of an effort. I don't know.
It's interesting that she focuses on the marriage part of it, because like I mean, I guess that's like, if she's getting Christian backlash from it, I guess that makes more sense. Like, from my perspective, like, I don't give a shit who's grabbing her boob. It just looks dumb. It just looks trashy.
Right.
You know, like, regardless of who it is, I would think the exact same thing.
Wendie Malick would never.
Oh my God, never.
Wendie Malick would never.
And that's the thing, you know, you got to think about, like, well, do I want to put this out there in the world? Like, what is it doing, like, for my persona or, like, whatever? Like, that's the thing why maybe it was so shocking. Like, it doesn't really fit with her personality.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe if he were, like, cupping her butt a little or something, but, like, the way he's, like, really in there in that boob, it's like...
Just lifting it up, just... Like,
well, and the husband is not on social media, and he doesn't like Candace to post pictures of him. So I read in an article that he's like pissed at her because he's like, Candace, like, you post one picture of me and it becomes like I'm everywhere grabbing your boob. Like, this sucks. Like, I hate you. Yeah. Like, don't do social media.
But I did read that he okayed that one. Like, he was like, haha, yeah, that's funny, post it.
Yeah, but he didn't expect it to snowball.
He doesn't understand that it's like, oh, this can be a news situation.
I mean, she has like 4 million followers on Instagram, so of course it's going to be a news story.
Yeah. There's
nothing else to talk about, you know? The world is just so calm, and let's just talk about Candace's boob all the time.
I just like, I cannot, if someone were taking a picture of me and my husband, Chris, grabbed my boob, I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I would not post it. I would be like, what are you doing? Like, we're on a bridge.
Oh, we're on a bridge taking romantic photos.
We're on a bridge right now. You grabbed my boob. You lifted my boob up.
Oh my God. That's so, when you put it like that, Tristan.
Yeah. It's like, it's weird, but like, I will say though that her not recanting anything or apologizing.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Yeah,
I'm proud of her for it. I'm just like
amazing.
Cool.
It was truly shocking to see.
Mostly because I hate all of the people who would get offended so much about it. Like, fuck all those people. But also, like, don't do that.
I mean, she has every right to post that picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It wasn't pornographic. It wasn't. There was nothing. Like, it was just her husband lifting up a boob a bit, grabbing it.
I don't know.
And so it's like, you have every right to post that, and then anyone who got offended by it is a fucking idiot. Is all I'm saying too.
Okay.
I wasn't offended. I was going like, what? That's weird. Anyway, next thing. I wasn't mad. I was like, well, good for her, I guess. I don't know, she gets her boobs grabbed still after 25 years. Fuck yeah, guys.
There you go.
Still getting at it. Awesome. But yeah, but why though? Why would you do that? Absolutely.
Okay. So I think it's time for pluggy time. Tristan, do you have anything you'd like to plug in the pluggy time of the podcast?
Oh, sure. Well, I will just briefly plug. I also have my own podcast about being a mother, who sometimes talks about like boobs and says bad words and stuff. And that is called Baddest Mothers in the Room, also in the Universe Head Podcast Network.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, that's it. Because we can't do anything else.
I know. It's like, oh, what show are you doing? Oh, nothing right now.
Are you working on a show?
Oh.
Are you working on a live theater show that's live with a lot of audience members?
I know. Patrick rescheduled this with me, and I was like, I don't care. He was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I do not care. I do not do anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to reschedule things now, huh?
It actually is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Drew, how about you? Anything to plug in the pluggy time?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Drew But With Pants. You my band The Limbos, we're coming out with a brand new album on October, sometime in October. I don't know when.
Okay.
Because that's up to the label that we're on.
Soon.
I don't know when they do that. So they're trying to do like radio they're still doing radio stuff, I guess. I don't know.
You sound just like Bret Michaels.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it sounds, it's like Bret Michaels, the wrestler, and Poison.
Oh wow.
Combined.
Oh wow.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, Bret the Hitman Hart, Bret Michaels, and Poison all combined. That's what our music sounds like.
Insane. Well, wonderful. So for the next couple weeks, we're going to do a special series about Black Lives, or not really Black Lives Matter, because that's not on brand, but we're going to do like Black representation in Lifetime movies and tie it into Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives do matter. So for the next 4 weeks after this episode airs, before Christmas, in between Christmas and now, we will be covering a couple movies, or 4 movies, from that feature Black protagonists or that are produced by Black producers. So Alex Mormon is going to come on and do that. So that's going to be awesome. So keep an eye out for that. And then Christmas happens. So Tristan, you'll be back for Christmas, of course. We'll have to talk once we are done recording, because I need you to put in your request early, because, you're VIP around here.
Well, anything with Megan Hilty or Laura Osnes, I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know that that's happening this Christmas, so might be not the best Christmas for you.
Well, that's a Chris.
But yes, check us out. We have a YouTube channel now. We're on YouTube at Lifetime Uncourt. And what else? Check out our website, lifetimeuncourt.com. You can follow me at Patrick Serrano or the show at Lifetime Uncourt. We watch these movies so you don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. I wish I could remember the phone number. I would say it here. 872, I don't know, 4117.
Who
something.
knows?
Anyways, just like holler at us on Instagram or something. Like, let us know what's going on. And I think that's it. Okay.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye now.